Hi, Maria.
Oh, hi.
We were just talking about her and how she is very critical of herself, and I was just saying that we are and always will be critical of ourselves. And so when you're talking to her, explain to her that you're definitely allowed to be critical of yourself, but the thing is we have to remember is not then to work against ourselves. And if we have a friend that's always harping on us and telling us that we're not doing good enough, eventually it really starts to affect us. But furthermore, we no longer go and hang out with that friend. So it's one thing to say, work hard, go hard, but if we were talking to a friend about trying to support them and get them to do the best they could do, we would actually say to them, do your absolute best, and I'll be proud of you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So she needs to also be proud of herself. So yes, push. Yes, go as hard as you feel is comfortable for you, but don't get into being something that brings you down instead of lifts you up.
Yeah, I understand. Yes.
So again, it's balance again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And she's got to learn to give herself credit. If she's always looking at it as a thing she needs to get from other people, as we were discussing earlier, when she actually gets into the trade, you don't get a lot of credit and accolades for what you do until you've been in the trade for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be the one to say, it was the best I could do. I'm so proud of you for even trying. Well, I didn't get it. It doesn't matter. I'm still proud of you for getting out there, and the next one will do even better. And look at it that way instead of being critical and right away saying, oh, well, that's not enough, so I'm not going to do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is a valid fear placed in our society. But at the same time, remember what I was saying in the first part is true fear is keeping ourselves alive.
Yeah.
And therefore, it's not really a fear. It becomes more apprehension. Mm-hmm. It becomes more anxiety. So if she also learns to change the language, telling herself, I have anxiety towards this issue, I am apprehensive about this situation, it also will seem more manageable.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so she'll come out of this little bump in the road, and eventually she'll continue with her schooling.
Yes, as far as I'm concerned, yes.
Excellent.
And I'd also, if you can, the program's available for download in 24 hours. You might want to listen to it. And also remember, you can also aid her in navigating this situation too, because you've already done it and you have the experience within it.
Mm-hmm.
So, in a non-critical manner, feel free to share your knowledge of everything you've gone through and how you were able to make it through.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate all your help. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for calling.
Sure. Bye-bye.
I want to go now to an email I've received. It's from Pat. And she had a family member die in 9/11. And she writes, I am scared. I find I'm scared all the time of what might happen next. And I feel that in her email she's saying that she is scared of what might happen if an event like that will reoccur. The whole thing is we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if another occurrence of 9/11 will occur. But you see, our lives continue to go on every day. And every day you must tell yourself, in your own words, I am going to do the best I can with what I have. If this day is to be the last day I see someone, or the last day that I have, I am grateful for the life I'm living. And those words might seem very light, but they're not to tell the ego not to fear this or not to think this. It's again to bring in balance. Remember, when we've lost somebody, we have to respect. We have grief. We have sadness, and we have all of these emotions that surround us. We are going to feel anger. And all of this is going to feel very overwhelming. And being that the anniversary just occurred, all this loss is refreshed in our mind. And even those of us who didn't lose anyone still feel the loss of a nation. And therefore, We must bring our own personal faith to whatever level that stands at, knowing that that is right too, and say to ourselves, I hear you. I know. You are allowed to feel what you're feeling. Even if it's anger, you are allowed. But the thing is we don't have to externalize these things. We have to accept them. We have to accept that we have the right to feel this, and we still are able to walk one foot in front of the other to the best of our ability while thinking all of these things might go wrong, feeling all of these emotions, sometimes very overwhelming. But don't forget to add in the love and the support towards yourself that you deserve. It's okay. It's going to be okay. Even when it doesn't feel okay, some days it's a fake it till you make it situation. Some days it's just telling yourself it's going to be okay when not 1 ounce of you believes it. Tell yourself anyway. Because like I said before, when we have friends who need us, we go there immediately, and even though we know they may not be hearing us, we stand by their side. Become that best friend for you. Stand by yourself and know that it is just a thought, but those thoughts help form the reality that you're in. They create the feeling that you project. They decide whether this day is going to be one that you can make it through or one that you just want to run away from. We can make this place heaven, or we can decide this place is hell. And it's only through our thoughts. You think of a good day or a bad day, when you wake up in the morning and everything feels like it's going bad, trust me, the best thing could happen, and you would still think it's a bad thing. But on the days that feel really good, the worst thing can happen, and you take it as a little blip on your day, you smile and you work right through it anyway. No, not every day is going to be a good day. But the balance is always available to you. To say to yourself, in your head only, it's going to be okay. It's going to work out the way that it's meant to. And I am capable of myself. I am proud of myself. I believe in myself. And I am enough. I have another email here. This gal writes, I'm in an abusive relationship, and I'm scared to leave. Now, abuse is overwhelming. It is something that creates a huge fear, and unfortunately, it's something that a lot of us have dealt with. When we are in a situation that we can't find our solutions to, we have to take a step out of the solution, even though we're physically in it. There are always resources available to you. You need to find and ask for help. A lot of us don't want to ask for help because we already feel stupid that we're in the situation. And we've allowed our fear to tell us there is no way out. There is always a way out. It may not be exactly what you envisioned your life to be. It may not be easy. But the thing is, you need to work to put yourself first. And sometimes that's hard because we're used to serving other people, especially as women. That's what society tells us to do. But the thing is if we serve ourselves first and we take care of ourselves first, we inadvertently take care of everybody else around us. If we feel confident and safe, right away, that feeling flows out to everybody else around us. So you need to sit quietly with yourself and recognize the solutions that you have around you at this time, whether it's calling a shelter, whether it's starting to save up whatever money you can, and you need to find a solution that works for you within what you believe is right for you to remove yourself from that situation. Fighting to change the situation, unfortunately, won't work. And if you look at what's occurred already in the situation, you'll know that. When you are ready, and only you will know when that is, it will feel right to leave. But first of all, you have to work within yourself. Stand by yourself. Ask for the help that you can possibly get around you at that time. And then, when you're ready, enact the solutions that you found. Remember, all of this time, it's going to feel scary. It's going to feel unsettling, but that doesn't mean that you stop walking. You do the best of your ability to move through it, and you will make it through this. There's many of us who have gone through it, and we are standing here willing to tell you it's going to be okay. Just stand in your own corner. If you need me more, please feel free to email me, and I'll do the best to help you. I have another question here. Again, name withheld. I was raped and abused as a child. I'm scared to trust anyone. Trust is a very huge issue for many of us, especially when our past has proven to us that certain people are untrustworthy. What we have to look at is, first of all, trusting ourselves. A past like this creates a lot of guilt and shame within ourselves, and sometimes it is very hard for us to overcome. And the fears become very overwhelming when it comes to human relationships. The trust that you must build first is with you. You must show yourself that you are who you are now because of what happened. So regardless, it's still, and even though this might be hard to hear, it's still a gift. It still happened for a reason. You might say, AuKeeRa, how can you say that? This happened to me. It wasn't right. It wasn't okay. No, it wasn't right. But the thing is that you didn't create it. You didn't ask for it. It literally happened. It's not a burden to bear. It is a very small part of the mosaic that makes up you. A lot of times we think other people already know who we are and what we've been through, and that they will judge us based on our past. People don't know our past. They're not going to judge you based on your past. You don't have to wear your past or define yourself by what happened to you. Yes, I understand that. How does that make me trust people now? The thing is that you have to trust yourself first. We have excellent instincts on people. And a lot of times we'll say to ourselves, oh, I can trust that person, even though our gut is saying, no, 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 no. We try to override our gut and tell ourselves, oh, no, they're fine. I'm going to break for a minute, and I'll meet you back here.